Hey everyone, Charlie here with Advent Tech. I'm going to show you some of the major improvements to the T7 panel after the new firmware has been released here in early November 2024. And thank you, OneScreen, for continuing to improve on your products. And let me first start with the Write app. So the Write app, this is the Whiteboard app that comes with the OneScreen panel. It's already one of the most powerful whiteboard apps out on the market, but OneScreen has made some improvements. You'll notice some new things across the bottom, new options that weren't there before. First of all, there's a formula generator, right? And this comes in really handy if you wanted to just put some text up or some kind of complicated operation. You're teaching, algebra or long division or something, and you want the ability to put something like that up there. So there was options before for you to do a smart write, right? Where you wrote something out and then you told it to translate it, but that didn't always work great for like math problems, right? So now you have the ability to do that, and it looks as simple as, 8 plus 8 equals 16, and I can pop that in. Once I pop that in, I can edit it just like any other image or information. I can change the color, and that's not a calculator per se. I do want to make that clear. I can go back and edit the text and put in different things if I want, or like I said, put in different formulas or symbols. But it is great if you're doing math and trying to use the whiteboard to do math, to have the ability to put some numbers and formulas and things up there. So that's a new formula button. Very cool that that's an option. Something that you'll notice is there's a camera button, right? So it was really easy before to take a picture and then to pull the picture into the whiteboard app. But you'll notice that there's two ways they made it easier to pull pictures into the whiteboard app, since that's something we do so much. And the camera button is very cool. So I just have a webcam connected. Now that doesn't typically give you the nice high resolution photos. I do want to clarify that. A webcam's really good at video. If you had a document camera, any other camera basically attached, it would work the same. And a document camera would give you a really great high quality picture. But I'm going to go ahead and hold up a book that I want to take a picture of. And I'll take a picture of it real quick. You can also set a timer if you want and utilize a timer if you want to get like a class photo or something like that. And I like this photo for the most part, and so I'm going to go ahead now and reduce it, manipulate it, do whatever I want with it. So now there's a camera tool, whether it's document camera or other camera, you can just take photos on the fly and drop them right in your whiteboard. A very cool feature. Let me show you the search feature. The search feature, again, just really cool how OneScreen has figured out how to take a tool people loved and make it better. Previously, you could split the screen and you could pull up a browser on the right-hand side or left-hand side, and you could one at a time copy images over right from the web. Super cool you could do that. That's on the last version of the software, and you can still do that. But now if you wanted to, you could just do a quick Google safe search of photos or videos and then quickly add them. So if I want to do a quick search of tigers, right, I can search for tigers, and I can pull these images in as many as I want, and it happens really fast. I mean, I think that's an improvement over maybe searching the web and finding a couple good photos and bringing them over one at a time, which was cool. You could do that before. Now I can pull in 5, 10, 15, as many photos as I want, as quickly as I want. I can quickly, move them around, resize them, put them exactly where I want. And you can do the same thing. And by the way, it's a Google safe search, so don't worry about finding something you're not supposed to. I can do the same thing with video, right? So I could do a video on, say, puffins, or I could do tigers again, right? Whatever it is. And you do it, pulls up a Google safe search, pick the video you want, and insert it. Now it inserts it like it is a photo, and you can manipulate it, move it around just like any other photo. The difference is this play button is available. If you click on one of the photos, there's not a play button, obviously. But if you click on the video, you can play it, and it'll actually pull it up and play it right here inside of the OneScreen Write app, which is really cool. So as you're building a lesson, if you want to incorporate photo, video, text, whatever it is, you can pull that stuff all in and put it wherever you want it. The last improvement in the Write app that I think you would notice would be with the pen. So a small change, but I think it's pretty cool. Some of the small changes that turn out to be kind of fun and powerful when you're teaching. So I've got the pen. I can continue to use both sides of the pen like I typically do, right? Got a blue and I've got a red. And I want to change, and I could, of course, open up the pen menu and change the menu. But a new feature OneScreen has added is the ability to just hold down the small side of the pen and quickly change on the fly what I'm using, what color, what kind of pen tip I want to use. And now all of a sudden I'm using a different color, right? So simple, small change, but I did just want to highlight it because it's cool. You know, now you have the ability to on the fly without having to jump back into the pen menu to make changes to the pen that you're using, right? So those are the main ones for the Whiteboard app. And I think if you're used to using the Whiteboard app, these changes would be really noticeable because there's new buttons along the bottom and these new features, which I think are really powerful. Let me show you the last update. I think you would notice because there's lots of file storage, security, logging in improvements, microphone improvements. I've definitely noticed those. But the big improvement I think you'll notice as a teacher is typically when you logged in and then you wanted to get into ClassLink or Clever or your Microsoft account or your Google account, you had to do an additional sign-in, right? The OneScreen panel was not truly a single sign-on experience. And that's feedback that they heard loud and clear from their customers. So now if I log in and I have a PIN code enabled on my device, not everybody does that. I can go right to the login screen. I could log in here to my OneScreen account. I could log in using a barcode, or I can log in using the beacon card. And they improved the beacon card too, which is really cool. So beacon card is a part of the login process, but they also just improved the beacon card. So typically I scanned it and then I hit a button that said beacon account or OneScreen account. Now I don't even have to hit that button, right? So they took a two-step process, which was already easy, and made it a one-step process. But not only that, it also logs you in to the other accounts you've already connected to your OneScreen account, right? So whether that's Microsoft, Clever, Google, whatever that is, now it just logs you right in to that account as well. How cool is that? So you can see I'm not just logged into my OneScreen account, which gives me all my profile and customizations and background and stuff I want as a teacher when I personalize this board. But now I can also jump right into the Google Play Store. I'm logged in with my Google account. I can pull up my Google Drive. I can pull up my apps, my Google Classroom, right? Whatever it is, now I can jump right into using my Google account or Microsoft or, you know, whatever your single sign-on tool is that you typically use. Now you can get right into using your files and your apps you might typically use without that additional sign-on. And for most people, again, not like it was hard to do another sign-on to Microsoft or Google, but since two-factor authentication exists within most schools, I mean, it was kind of a 30-second, 60-second, 90-second process to also get logged in separately to those accounts once you're logged into the board. Now it just logs you into those accounts as long as you have connected the two accounts, which is really easy to do. So those are the noticeable big firmware updates that if you're a teacher and you're normally using this board, you're definitely going to notice those improvements and you're going to be really happy about them. Thank you, OneScreen, for making these improvements. Thank you for watching this video. And if you liked it, just go ahead and follow us or give us a like or just let us know what other video content we can create. Thanks so much.